Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lonely Star and I'm back here with another video for you guys. I know I've been gone for a while, but college just took up a lot of my energy and time. But it's summer break now and I'm here with another video, and of course we're going to be talking about Towson University. I just finished my first year at Towson. I wanted to just make a video of answering questions that new students or transfer students might want to know and stuff. So I'm going to be answering to the best of my abilities, okay? But here's everything or almost everything you need to know about Towson University. Before you get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. So first we're going to talk about is academics, and I'm going to talk about the class sizes. You probably want to know how big or small they are, but it really just depends on your major or where the class is in like each lecture hall. So for me as a film major, my classes are usually small. On the smaller side, it's like 24 students or less, like 24 to 12 to even low as 6, okay? So that's how small it can go. But I know as for the big majors like nursing majors or science, biology majors, it could go to as big as 80 people. It could really range from big to small classes. It really just depends on your major. Next I want to talk about is the professors. Make sure you check your professor's rating on ratemyprofessor.com before you take that person's class. It can really make or break your experience of having that class with them. If you go on that website and a lot of people are saying he's a strict teacher, he doesn't grade properly, he grades stuff at the last minute, he doesn't check their emails or nothing like that, the lectures are boring, they don't lecture well, they don't lecture at all, they just talk your head off, that's a sign you may want to look for another professor. But if the ratings are like, they're so good, they help you, they take your time, they'll answer some of your questions, they're really good during office hours, that's a class that I suggest you should go take with them. I also want to mention though, however, for incoming freshmen, fall semester, you do not get to pick your schedule. That's up to your advisor. They pick your schedule for the first semester, but it's still good for you to check their ratings on the website, so you just get a heads up of what to expect in their class. But however, after fall semester, you get to pick your own classes, pick your own schedule, your own teachers. Probably want to know how difficult the classes are. I would say for me as a film major, my film classes are really easy. Like I be getting A's in my film classes, though I am not a science, STEM, math major, and those tend to be my hardest classes, the classes that I need to take a lot of time studying. But it really just depends on you and the teachers as well, because some teachers, they're really laid back when it comes to like homework and assignments with the test as well. Some teachers like to do online exams that you could just take at home. You don't even have to be in a class to take the test. That could benefit for you as well, but it really just depends on you and how the professor runs their class. Also, another thing I wanted to say is make sure you check out the graduation requirements of making sure you know which classes to take. One thing that I messed up was I didn't take the right math class in order for me to graduate, so therefore I had to withdraw from that class because there was no coming back. That's how bad it was. So I had to withdraw from that class. I suggest is go to mytu.com for students page where it says academics, and then you can click graduation requirements, and then it will tell you which classes you need to take. Next, I want to talk about is campus resources. First, they have the Career Center. I know that they can check your resume and fix it up for you as well. You could get headshots for your LinkedIn. It can prep you for interviews if you have a job interview, internships. Also, they have job fairs each semester. It's definitely a good thing to check out the Career Center to prepare for that. Next, they have is the Writing Center. I know they can help you with research papers, essays, citations. Next they have is math tutoring. I will be indulging in that spring semester because I will be taking math again and it's just not my best suit, y'all. Like, oh my god. Definitely check out math tutoring. Even my friends that were doing well in math, or math is their best suit, they were still doing math tutoring. Next, they have counseling services and like therapy sessions. It's free. Well, it's not free, but it is a part of your tuition, so definitely check out, because y'all, college can be a lot. You go through so many changes, so many different things you never experienced before. It could take up a lot of your mental. Some people like get depressed and stuff and just don't have the motivation to finish throughout college. So if you feel like college is a lot, definitely check out the counseling center. They also have a gym. The gym is actually really nice, y'all, and it could get really packed, because that's how a lot of people, like bodybuilders, not bodybuilders, but like just really like to stay fit. So if you like to stay fit and you don't want to get freshman 15, get in that gym. They also have disability services for those who are like disabled or sick. I mean, I'm not disabled, so I don't have much to say about it, but I do know, like, I know one of my friends who was under that, and she was able to like get accommodations for housing and her classes and stuff like that. And they also have like a health center on campus as well. So yeah, they really there to help you, y'all. Okay, next, I know this is like an important thing for y'all I want to talk about, is housing. There are honors housing, and the honors housing is located in like the West Village area. We mainly call it West Village, and it's on the further side of campus, y'all. It's a walk. It's like from my dorm, which was Glen Towers, to West Village is a 20-minute walk. I do know that there's no communal bathrooms. You just share a bathroom with you and your roommate. So if you like that, then probably go into honors housing, but I'm sure that's mainly for honors students. And I also heard that it's mainly for freshman honors students for some buildings, because I know my honor student friend, she was there freshman year, but now she's a sophomore, so they had to move somewhere else. So I think the honors housing in West Village is a priority for the freshman students. So if you're a freshman honors student, kudos to you, because you have main priority over there. But just know it's gonna be a walk. Next, I want to talk about the best dorms. Honestly, I really don't know what the best dorms are, because I've only lived in Glen Dorm Towers, and I will be living there again sophomore year. I actually really do like Glen Towers. And you're probably like, you have to share a bathroom with your suite mates, but I'd rather share a bathroom with 2 other people than having communal. It's your responsibility to make sure that it's clean. If you and your roommates don't clean it, that bathroom will get dirty. Make sure you have good roommates that like to clean and can clean without you even have to ask them. Please, y'all. Oh my goodness. I also heard like a lot of people don't really care for like Newell, or was it Scarborough? I think that's what it's called, or Pretty Man. Those housing over there in the Newell area of Towson, those are like mainly communal bathrooms and stuff, and a lot of people don't really care for those type of things. But honestly, the best housing I can say is probably Res Towers, Glen Towers, or West Village. There are also off-campus apartments if you don't want to live on campus. There's some apartments like Donnybrook Apartments, Aspen, 10 West. This apartment complex near West Village, I think it's University Village or Union Village. So it's called UV, but I think those are mainly for upperclassmen. However, here's the thing, you don't have to live on campus. I think that's a pro, because I know some colleges, mainly the private colleges, you have to stay on campus, especially for freshman year. Like, that's mandatory. Even if you live 20 minutes away, you live in Baltimore and you could drive, you could definitely just choose to not stay on campus. Lastly, I want to talk about is roommates. You could network and find roommates off this app called Zeme, or Instagram, or TikTok. There's a lot of ways for you to network and find roommates, y'all. And please, when you find roommates, please try to get to know them. Ask all the questions you need to know. Make sure, do they clean? Are they clean? Are they messy? Do they party a lot? What's your sleeping habits? What's your morning routine? Do you like to bring people over in the dorm? What's your study routine? What's your study habits? Ask all the questions you need to know. Next I want to talk about is meal plans. So Towson have 3 different meal plans. It's the platinum, the silver, and then the bronze. The bronze is the cheapest option. I think you get like 3 tiger meals a week, and then silver, the one that I have, is 5 tiger meals a week, and then platinum, I think that's like 8. Of course, platinum is like the most expensive option for a meal plan. And then also, if you live off campus, you do get meal plan options as well. It's called block, like they call it like blocks, like block 10, block 20. Also, with each meal plan for like the platinum, the silver, and the bronze, along with the tiger meals, you get dining dollars as well. For bronze, you get like $50. Tiger meals changes every week. Dining dollars changes every semester. And so for silver plan, you get $100, and then I think with platinum, you get $200. It's a decent amount of money. I used the silver plan. I didn't use up all of my dining dollars each semester, so I think that's good. But if you see yourself eating on campus a lot, then probably do the platinum. Honestly, I really don't think platinum is that necessary. Like, there are dining halls and you will get tired of the food really fast. So I definitely suggest silver. If you don't think you're gonna use your tiger meals a lot at all, use bronze, and it can definitely help you save money as well. You also get dock dollars. Now, dock dollars is the money that you yourself have to put in. You can use your dock dollars to print paper, your laundry. You could buy stuff from the campus store with it. You could pay stuff on Grubhub, like get food from Grubhub using your dock dollars as well, but not your dining dollars, which I don't know why. The difference is dining dollars is what Towson gives you, a part of your meal plan, and it changes each semester. Dock dollars is what you have to put in at any time, any amount, and you don't necessarily have to use that for food. That's for like printing and laundry and stuff like that. So that's the difference. Now I'm going to talk about the dining halls. There are 3 dining halls. There's West Village Dining Hall, Glen Dining Hall, and then Newell Dining Hall. West Village is a really, really good dining hall. They have really good food and really good options. Glen Dining Hall, you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired of all the dining halls, honestly. Like, all they serve is burgers, fries, chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, pizza. That's all you're going to get. West Village is the best, then Glen, then Newell. That's my opinion. I think a lot of people at Towson University can agree with me. Also have like commercial restaurants as well. Like in the Union, there's a Chick-fil-A, there's a Dunkin', there's a Halal. Like, it's kind of like Chipotle, Kava-esque. There's a Snap, which is just like pizza. There's a sushi restaurant, there's a Philly cheesesteak, and then there's also like one restaurant where they interchange each restaurant for like 2 weeks. There's also a Panda Express that's in West Village as well. There's also a burger and fries place that's in Newell. Those restaurants, that's where you use your tiger meals. You know, the platinum, the bronze, and the silver plan. You get 8 meal swipes. That's where you use your meal swipes to get like Chick-fil-A and stuff like that. I will give y'all a heads up because nobody gave me a heads up. Nobody gave me a heads up when I was at Towson. On the weekends, everything is closed. Chick-fil-A is open on Saturdays, but you know they're closed on Sundays. Kind of do have to like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, because like I said, you're gonna get tired of that food. Dining halls are open as well, but they close early. So like the latest on weekdays, they close at like 9 p.m. but on weekends they'll close at like 7 p.m. And as a college student, you're not gonna eat dinner at 7 p.m. I mean, you will if you want to save money, but you will get hungry again like at 9, 10 o'clock. Now let's talk about campus life. I do want to talk about the diversity. It's very diverse, but I will say Towson can be a bit cliquey. Like, you don't really see a lot of blacks hanging out with the whites. It's mainly the whites hang out with the whites, and the blacks hang out with the blacks, and the Hispanics hang with the Hispanics, and the Asians hang with the Asians. Towson is a suitcase school. If you don't know what a suitcase school is where a college On weekends, everybody goes home. Everybody goes home on weekends, y'all. Towson is a party school. It's near Morgan. It's near Kaufman. It's near the Baltimore area. So there's parties like every weekend. Every weekend. And don't let it be Halloween weekend. This is parties Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The Dohertys, they have it all, y'all. But yeah, I went to some parties myself, but you're not missing anything. All the parties are the same. It's in the same 3 places, the same 3 venues, the same people go there, the same DJs, the same music, the same scenery. Like, money adds up. These parties aren't free. You have to pay like $20 to get in, plus Ubers, plus the food and the drinks and all that stuff, y'all. So if you want to party it up, go ahead and party it up. Who am I to stop you? But make sure you have money aside to party it up. With the friends and the social scene, I definitely do think there are times where you can make friends and there are times where it can be hard. For incoming freshmen, there is welcome week. That is your time to make friends. Talk to anybody. Say, hey, Afri's cute. You want to go there? You want to go this? You want to do this? That's your time to make friends, y'all. After that, after the first month, now, I'm not saying it's impossible to make friends. It's not impossible, y'all. If you're a people person, then it may become easier to y'all. But if you're like an introvert, you're shy, you don't really talk to a lot of people, you stay to yourself, you're just gonna have to put in the work if you want friends. Campus is pretty safe. They have like TPD all around. And for like checking into people's dorms, you have to check in using your ID, well, your one card. And your one card has like a color sticker that's coordinated with each building. And if you want to bring a friend in, you're gonna have to sign them in order for them to get in and go to your room and everything. That's for all of the buildings, y'all. Lastly, I want to talk about is transportation. How can you get around campus? Well, TU has shuttles where they can take you like off campus, and it's really helpful for those who live nearby. Definitely check out apartments where you can get to and from school using the shuttles, like Donnybrook apartments. And the shuttles also take you to like the shopping center, where it's like there's a Target, there's a grocery store, there's a Marshalls, there's a Burlington. I will say though, the hours is very finicky, but there is an app where you could check out when and where the shuttles are and when are they coming. All of the shuttles don't work on weekends. So the off-campus shuttles, they don't work Saturdays and Sundays. Fridays, really? So that's where I can like go to get grocery shopping, because I don't have classes on Fridays. So that's really the time that I can take the shuttle. And the only shuttle that works on weekends is the Gold route, and that really just takes you around campus. And it comes in handy, because sometimes, like I said, you don't want to walk 20 minutes to the West Village, or you don't want to walk to the library, or you don't want to walk over there or over here. There are also a lot of restaurants and shopping centers down York Road. Like there's a Chipotle, there's Raising Cane's, Starbucks. Those are pretty walkable. Now the mall, I mean, you can walk. If you love to walk, you can definitely walk to the mall. There's some movie theaters as well. So there's a lot of things to do off campus, because like I said, you're in Baltimore. Baltimore is a big city. There's a lot of things to do in Baltimore. So that's what I kind of like about Towson, is that it's in a city where there's a lot of things to do. You're not in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people do have scooters. You can have scooters on campus. You just cannot put it and like park it inside buildings or your dorm. You just have to like park it outside. And there's our designated spots where you can put your scooter and lock it and stuff. I never really heard of anyone stealing a scooter. Like, people don't really steal scooters. So if you lock it, definitely your scooter will stay untouched. And I be wishing I had a scooter too. Like, people just be riding and strolling, and like sometimes they be scaring me because they riding past me and like, oh, hold on now, about to trip me up. God, they just swerving around me like, hold on now, hold on, please be safe with it, y'all. If you live West Village, invest in a scooter. Invest, please. I'm telling y'all, please get a scooter if you live in West Village. Townsend's a long walk. It's hilly. Carry your backpacks to school. You're gonna work up a sweat. I'm gonna talk about those who commute to Townsend. You can park, but you have to buy a parking permit. I think it's as expensive as $500, I think. And I don't know if that's like per semester. Probably is per semester, $500, which is crazy because like I go to the school. I have to pay a parking pass. Like, dang, bro. And that much money as well. Like, not even like $100. $500 to park. Even if you live like in the off-campus apartments surrounding Towson, you still gonna have to pay a parking pass, y'all. Even if you stay on campus and you want to have your car and you stay on campus, you're gonna have to pay a parking pass. There was a really big issue with Towson during winter, like during January, where we had like this big snowstorm. Like, the top floor of the garages were covered in snow and they didn't like take the snow off or nothing. So that top floors of each garage was covered. And so that caused a lot of people to like not get parking spots and parking spaces. They were late to classes. The cons of like getting a parking pass and everything, and like getting parking spots, especially during those times, because if it snows, good luck. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Towson University. Of course, if you have more questions, please comment them down below. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. And I hope I've answered most of your questions, or you've gotten to know things that you never even thought of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And make sure you subscribe for more videos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Space.